Why, hello everyone, and welcome to this late night stream. I'm gonna do some quick checks just to make sure that everything's working. Let's see what's going on. Alrighty, sounds pretty good. Alright, to me it sounds like everything's going good. As you can see, this is just pretty much going to be a pretty chill stream. Just going to be doing some painting, nothing much. If anyone ever joins, you guys can ask questions, do some whatever. Oh yeah, surprise stream. Hi Simon. Yep. I don't usually announce my streams, but I don't mean to disappoint, but you know, it's not paper games or anything. Recently, I've gotten into Warhammer. And by recently, I mean a couple months ago. So this is actually pretty much where all of my time's been going whenever I've just haven't been doing much. Doing my own creative stuff. It's just this stuff. So. I guess I can turn this more towards this. You can probably... Oh, what this is all about? Alrighty. So, I'm not really the one to go into lore, because I just got into this, but apparently there's like years and years upon lore. Yeah, it's a miniature. So, if you saw the stream, let me put this down. If you saw the thumbnail, I'm pretty much going to be making a guy that looks kind of like this. Let's see if I can angle my light. So that's what he's gonna look like pretty much in the end. But a little bit, oops. There you go. But a little bit different in terms of armor placement. Oh, that light did not look good on him. So I'll probably just be streaming for maybe like an hour or so. Just get the gold on this guy. Yeah, so this is where most of my time has been going. And also thank you. Yeah, so it's called Warhammer 40k. Pretty much it's a world that is always at war. These guys, fun, but extremely expensive. So these guys are called the Adeptus Custodes. And pretty much their job was the elite army. So think of it as like the Spartans from Halo. In which they're the elites army of the Emperor, the Golden Throne, and they are not giant, but they are pretty much the coolest guys ever. Oh yeah, it's really expensive. Oh geez, you can see my mouth. Oh, that's disgusting. Sorry. Oh, that's disgusting. I was not paying attention. Yeah, it's very expensive. It's so you can get 5 of these guys and it's probably like $50. I actually just got a brand new set. So you can see it's just 3 guys. These guys are a little bit larger, but it's just 3 guys, and they're 50. So, yeah. People get into this. So technically, this is actually one of the cheaper armies, because since these are like the Spartan warriors, they're super buff. Oh, I should have put my camera on the other side because I'm a left-handed, and I'm going to be using my left hand a lot. You know what? Too late. We'll just. Seems worth it. Yeah, yeah. It's pretty cool. And so there's also a board game that goes with it. Oh yeah, no. These things are super cool. You can probably tell I'm in like PJs right now. So. Oh, geez, what happened to my camera? Yeah, I see. Time to. Yeah, no, my camera is very finicky. Not that. Hopefully you didn't just see my face, which you probably just did. I'm almost positive you did. So, if you wanted to know what I looked like, now you know. Ooh. Alrighty, there we go. Haha. Face reveal, I guess. The nerd himself. Ah, cool. Yeah, jeez. So, how was your day, son? Everything good? Yeah. I can't talk whenever it's late at night. But oh, that made the paints you use. Yeah, it is special. Currently, my jeez, camera focus horrible. There we go. So currently using. I don't even know who this is. The Army Painter. Yeah, the Army Painter. I just went to a local hobby store and they recommended me this one for the gold. However, most people use Citadel paints, which is what I'm going to be using as my other colors. But yeah, Citadel are usually what most go with. I'm just using this one for the gold. It's pretty shiny and metallic looking. I played VR ADP2 with me. Oh yeah, that's cool. Oh, fun. Yeah, pretty much what I've been doing. Just wasting. I just wasted pretty much most of my day. Doing some small things, watching YouTube, and I play my trumpet a bit. Just small things like that. These oil or acrylic paints. All right. Well, if you look on YouTube, there are people who like say like, "Hey, don't use certain types of paints because this is what it will look like." So pretty much what would happen is like it's gonna chip off very easily and very fast, and also it looks way more muddy. So these paints, they like dry in a certain way to make it look like, I don't know how to say it, but like it belongs to the armor. Also, I don't have the steadiest hands, so I don't really care too much about how neat it looks. I'm just trying to get it on the lines. These paints, Yeah, I mean, yeah, these are shiny. Oh, this one in particular is shiny, but it pretty much like you said, actually, it sticks to the models way better if you use like the proper miniature war paints. Um, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Uh, eh. Oh yeah, so although I mean I got into this hobby like a few months ago, uh, oh jeez, messed that up. Like I started buying some characters. I really don't have an army because you need quite a few figurines, which is why this hobby is so expensive. So like I have 10 of these guys that I'm painting right now. Well, like I will have 10 after I finish three more of these guys. Um, that in itself is $100, but this is only like a fourth of an army. So that's pretty much $400 in order to field an actual army. And you wouldn't get only these guys, like I showed you, like with my other box that I bought. You can get bigger guys, people on vehicles, guys with guns, all sorts of things, uh, fancy things, and they can bolster your army. And so it goes into a board game that you can play. Well, I played my first. Yeah, yeah. Oh my goodness, indeed. I played my first board game of this this past Friday, so yesterday. One of my friends, he also has this army or some parts of this army, and he was just like, "Hey, do you want to borrow these guys from mine? I can bring a whole second army since he has a second one. Fantasy themed or modern themed? It is futuristic fantasy. So there are robots. Um, like everyone's guns has guns, pretty much. And so these guys, their swords and spears are actually guns as well. So let me bring this guy. So that's a gun. It has a. It looks like it has a like the spear part. It's like a bayonet at the end, but it's a gun. And I mean they're good in melee, so because it is a spear as well. Ah, jeez, focus is not good, but whatever. Um, but yeah, so my friend let me borrow some of his characters of this army type. He brought a whole second army, and I then proceeded to play my first game of this, in which I had no idea what was pretty much going on. I've only seen quite a few YouTube videos on how to play, but it was not enough. I got completely stomped. Yeah, he was pretty cool. So I don't have to. Well, I didn't have to put in another $200 right off the bat to even think about playing. But yeah, no, I think he just really wanted another person to play because there's only like one other. Well, there's a few people at my school who can field an army, but yeah, he just wants to play more. So the more people, the more options, the more he can. Because I mean, I feel like if you put this much money into a game, you want to actually play the game. Another big thing about this hobby, because it's not just expensive in money, it's also expensive in time, in which one of these figures takes me like 2 hours to fully do stuff, or to fully paint and freaking trying to just to, there we go, looks maybe a little bit better. No, I'm coloring it how I want, and technically there is a reference. So the overall army type I'm trying to go for, although this like the army is called the Adeptus Custodes, there are sub army or like sub classes, I guess you can say, or divisions, and these guys are called Shadow Keepers. So although the first time I painted one, like this guy was like one of my original models. He's not done because I had to make their sword super flashy. You don't want to just give them like one color on their weapons. It doesn't look as cool. So like I can add in some white and like orange, like stripes in it, make it look like super energy field. Anyways, but like I looked at the picture as a reference and at other people's as references, but overall I pretty much just painted how I went, or went how I painted it, and just kept on going until what I thought looked cool. And yeah, so these guys are originally they're actually all gray whenever you get them, and they're in stencils. So let's see if I can get an example. So whenever you get them in a box, so here's what, I'm just taking this whole entire thing out. This is what the box looks like of the guys I'm painting. So you can see it's a completely different color scheme than what I'm going for. See, these guys are super gold. They're actually, like, a nickname for them is called the Golden Boys. But I decided to keep mine as like the Shadow Keepers, so they're black. So whenever you get them out of a box, they are in stencils. Glow in the dark army? Oh yeah, that'd be cool. So they're in stencils, and you just cut them out. So all their weapons, arm pieces. See, these are arms. Has some extra weapons, some heads, and each of these models they give you like extra things, extra weaponry, or pretty much a full accompaniment of weapons that can fit with each guy. So you can see that there. Did my camera freeze? No, it didn't. So they start off like as gray stencils, and then you cut them out. I wouldn't say sand, but like smooth down the cutout edges, and then you prime them. So priming is like spray painting. It's not really, yeah, it's pretty much spray painting them with one color. So for me, it's black since that's the base color. So yeah, spray painting them all black, and then you just individually paint it. Oh yeah, no, definitely the gold is what hooked me whenever I initially when I saw these guys in a book. One of my friends was showing me all about this hobby, and I saw these guys and they were all gold, and I was just like, oh, I love that gold. And then of course I decided not to actually keep my guys gold, but you know. Oh man, it's this song. Train Rush. I gotta hurry up. So the army I just got, actually, so pretty much every couple of years the game updates, so that, you know, it gets new stuff, cool new rules, things can happen, change armies. And pretty much in January the rules to my army just changed, which is really cool because, like I said, it takes a long time for that to happen. And I just got started in my army, got a brand new change of rules, which made them better in the game. So it is cool that, you know, the army I chose got that had that happen to it, but it's also not as good because now everyone wants to get this army since it's brand new with it has some brand new things. So everyone's like, oh, I want to have the newest thing. And although, yeah, I guess I didn't really choose this because it was new. I just chose it because they looked cool to me. Yeah, you don't ever have to go to any color scheme. So I could paint these guys like purple if I wanted to. I just don't think that would look as good. But yeah, it's whatever you think looks cool. Oh, hi Epic World. I was actually I was just watching some of your videos earlier today. Like pretty much I had had your videos on just on the background while I was playing some For Honor. Oh yeah, of course. They're really cool. Salmon, your videos are cool too. Salmon, jeez, I can't. I'm sorry. I just can't think late at night. Oh yeah. Well, it's definitely expensive. So if you have money, then sure. It's probably better to do it as soon as possible so that you can, learn the game and be able to play it with more time. Because, when you grow older, get jobs and other things like that, you won't have as much time to paint and play. But you always, of course, find time for your hobbies. Yeah, and also another thing is this is pretty much has been replacing paper games for me for the past couple of months. So there's also there's types of sacrifices. Don't know where to start. If you go to your local nerd store, games, well, I wouldn't, not like GameStop, but board game store that sells these guys. Usually they have some idea of Warhammer, and they'd be happy to let you start. A Jazza. I don't know that many YouTubers. I just know yeah, I don't really know any YouTubers for this stuff. Warhammer store by me. Oh yeah, and that's perfect. You just go up to them and be like, "Hey, I'm interested. I want to start. I don't know where, what army," and they'll probably look you through bring you through a book. Oh, that's cool. Probably get you not get you a book, but they'll show you a book of all the different factions and be like, okay, so this is what these guys do. This is their play style. And honestly, I don't know if the army I chose is a play style that I would normally go with. I just chose them because they looked cool. Travel to Scotland. Cool. Do you know what army they were? Space Marines. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, so I also like Age of Sigmar because they look cooler. The only problem with that is that a lot of people don't like it because it's so different. Unbelievable, yeah. So Space Marines, yeah. So I mean, if you already have some Space Marines, you can't go wrong with them. I guess some people might be like, oh, they're so basic, but if that's what you like, then go for it. Yeah, I'm gonna try to continue to do some paper game stuff. I don't know if you saw me pretty much every single time I not say stuff, but whenever I talk to anyone, I'm always just like, oh yeah, my OPRPG next map is completed. And that's true, all of my maps are completed for my next collection. The only thing is that, and all my monsters are ready. I just have to place the monsters down in a place and balance them out the new mechanic, which is crafting. I add crafting to my OPRPG game. But I gotta balance it to make it good. Or, well, pretty much to make it not overpowered, because I have a pretty limiting factor in my game, which is the health. You only have 10 health, and so that's like a big problem in terms of my OPRPG game. It's really hard to balance things when you only have a set amount of health. So don't tell anyone, but in the sequel to this game, which I have plans for, I'm gonna fix that. Make some battle ones like yours. Oh, cool. Well, thank you, Epic Worlds. So that's a huge Earth game. I just like D&D here. Yeah, yeah, that's what I was. Yeah, a lot of yeah, a lot of hobbies. So, all right, I think I pretty much got the gold on what I wanted on this guy. Oh, never mind. Just like one more part. I always forget about their feet, and I don't actually do much on their feet. They just have like these little tubes. I like painting the tubes gold. Just gives it a little more pop and flair. Did you guys manage to tune into Zach's stream? I was talking with my parents, so I couldn't actually see it, but looked like it could be fun. What they did. It was actually kind of funny because originally I was going to stream at 3, and then I saw he made a Discord notification. It's like, all right, streaming at 3, and I'm just like, oh, well, I guess I'm not gonna stream then because I don't want to take his things. You're there. Oh, okay, cool, nice. Yeah, and so I was just like, oh, I don't want to take his stream, and so then I made plans to call my parents at 4, and and that's when he was like, oh no, it's gonna be at 4, and so I was like, okay, well, I guess it's at 4 now. So yeah, I wasn't able to catch it. At the very end, I watched the replay. Ah, cool. So I get pretty far behind on the Discord. So every now and again, like once or maybe twice, but usually just like once a week, I get on there, and I just catch up with everything. But I saw that the Wawad or Wawad, I don't know how to say it. I never actually did the Decad or the Wawad stuff. It was a really cool idea. But I noticed that there hasn't been a new Wawad since like the 20th. And I saw that the guy doing it said that he wasn't participating in doing the actual art itself, but he would still put out topics. And so I was kind of disappointed because I was actually looking for something to do today, and I was just like, oh, I could do a Wawad thing, but I didn't see any. 23 PCGs to choose from. Yeah. All right. Do the Decad, Dacad. Oh, I've never actually painted a knife before. I decided to give this guy a knife. I thought it would be cool. Huh. Castle Terror? Ooh. I just saw that video. Oh, that's messy. Whatever. Yeah, paper protection post Wawa, but he just moved, so I think. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. So let's see which one I want to play. Yeah. I'm gonna do that later, actually. I'll come back for the rest of that. Ah, man, why did I put the weapon on the arm? You're right about any of the previous worlds. Yeah, I might do that. later tonight, I guess. I've never really done it. I don't know the whole thing. I saw that people like wrote stories about it. I didn't really read. I didn't even read the rules. But aren't you just supposed to write like a story behind the topic or planet or whatever that topic of the day is, or an animation, or literally like anything wide range sort of storytelling. So I'm doing a PCG contest. Whoever can make the best ghost themed PCG wins a free. I saw that, and you said it could be vampire themed as well, right? 'Cause I was thinking about, well, maybe thinking about a paper game that had a vampire theme to it. Copy paste it onto the Discord. Usually it's me or MPP who put it on the wiki. All right, cool. Yeah, the only thing with me and PCGs, I don't really do PCGs that often. So like I have like different definitions of PCGs in paper games, and I'm just not really the PCG type. I like to have rules and like chance things, so like dice throws and coin flips in my games. So instead of having like a game master type deal. Paper game is fine. Okay, well then I might do something if that includes vampires, like I think I saw in the Discord notification. If not, then I mean I'll still probably do something. Maybe I don't know. I have next weekend. Oh, I will not be here next weekend. I will be hating my life next weekend. Actually, yeah, I see. But yeah, I'll be not enjoying life next weekend. So, maybe if I have time throughout this week. I'm not sure though. Includes vampires and undead. Alrighty. See, I have a normal week of school, but an unnormal weekend, so. Read some of the stories linked in the Discord. They're all pretty short. Can get a feel. Yeah. Remember when you guys first started doing it? I read a few. But like I said, I just don't get on Discord that often. Never get into that stuff. I think rolls and dice are cool too. I never did one WOD. Oh, that's more than me. That's gonna be silver. Oh yeah, everyone likes. I mean, cool to have your own style. I just like more board game style things. I don't know. Maybe I feel like people would play. My friends would play them more if it was more like a board game. So that's why I tend to go that direction. I just painted that. I cannot flip that upside down yet. Gloomhaven. Yeah, I saw you posted a picture of that. I have no idea what that is, but it looked giant and it looked cool. I always wanted to get like one of those giant board games, like predetermined board games that are like those adventure styles. But they're just so expensive and I just don't have anyone to play them. My roommate would definitely play them, but he's never here on the weekends, so... Well, he's sometimes here. 10 people? Dang. I'm jealous. Yeah, I don't have too many people that would play these things with me. I mean, I know if I asked my friends, they'd be like, sure. But I don't know if they'd actually enjoy it. I'm not talking about Warhammer, I'm talking about paper games. Yeah, I know more people who like Warhammer. Yeah, that's actually really cool that you have a full group that does that. Ah, solo RPG. In that case, I might get it because that sounds perfect for my scenario. Ah, curse my non-steady hands and my splitting paintbrushes. Yeah, solo board game. I remember I used to always go to Barnes and Noble and just look at all the solo board games and be like, should I buy that? And I was just thinking, I shouldn't. How many times will I play it? I'd probably play it too much. That's probably the problem, actually, is that I just play those games too much. Jaws of the Lion starts at 30. Instead of 140 gives you a good start to the game. Jaws of the Lion. I've actually not heard of that one either. Free shipping. Yeah, okay. Oh, Gloom. Okay, it's more Gloomhaven. Okay, I see, I see. So these are just like pre-built adventures. It's actually something pretty cool. Is that I got a lot of very cool things. So my uncle's old D&D stuff. So I got a lot of the original first edition D&D things, like adventures and stories. And I have this entire like book. It's called The City of Adventure. I don't want to open it up here. Well, I want to lay it down because I have some wet paint, but it has like full maps of everything. And this is the coolest stuff ever. So you can see it's a giant map. This entire book has like it's not really 100 adventures or anything like that, but it's like the setup, and you can have any sort of adventure you want in there. DIY. So technically, you can't. What happened to the? Oh, it's not here. So technically, you can 3D print Warhammer figures. Um, but it is highly frowned upon. So just think about it like with Pokemon cards or any other trading card game. Like, yeah, you can print out a copy of whatever Pokemon card you want, but most tournaments won't think it's like legit. They'll be like, "Oh, you cheated, you copied it, you can't play it. That's not allowed." So yeah, I mean, you can 3D model print them, but most people don't do that. However, if it's like terrain, because you can make your own terrain and battlefields for this game as well, since this is pretty much, it's literally like a game of war in which you have a giant battle map and you place your characters down on that battle map and they have like ranges. So think of it like as my Empires of Destruction game, in which everything has a range and a purpose and everything like that. It's pretty cool. Fit cardstock miniatures. Yeah, that's really cool. I saw. Yeah, you said in one of your videos that you like using 3D models, and so you always make cutout versions of all your characters, which is really cool. I do not put the dedication into doing that. Instead, I use my Lego minifigures to act as characters, or just Legos in general. Has been out of print for a while, which really sucks. I see, you're trying to become like Harry Potter. Because you're becoming a witch. Grammar, or spelling Nazi right there. Showing my old miniatures game, but my voice is so high in that video. Yeah, in my first ever video, let's see, I don't think it had audio. It was a Lego D-Day animation I made for extra credit for one of my history classes. There's no audio whatsoever on it, but I still think it was pretty good animation, especially for a 3DS, which is what I made it on. Alright, yeah, I messed this guy up enough. Fun rent. I have no idea what that means. But hello there, Velasquez. I'm keeping this too close to me again. Oh, that's how I made most of my animations on my channel. They're from my 3DS. Ah, it's a bot? Oof. Nice, nice. Yeah, that was actually the first thing that I ever did. Well, so I haven't showed off my original paper games that I made as a very little kid back in elementary school with one of my friends. Like that on Zach's channel? Oof. Well, I guess I can ban. I don't even know how to do. I don't do stuff with this. Yeah, I can remove them if they do anything else. But yeah. So I haven't shown off any of my original things. But one of the things that I made was my own TCG, like 10 years ago, with one of my friends. I still have those cards. They're at home right now. But jeez, my music is just not wanting to play. I feel like that song just played. Funny thing is about, I'm painting this weapon, but I'm going to have to repaint it anyways, because I'm going to paint the entire, well, not the entire thing, but most of it's silver, and all this gold is going to get washed off. I think that's actually pretty much it for gold on here. Alright. Oh, no, I have the helmet. I'm like, oh, I finished the gold on this one guy. Nope. Comment on some of your videos. I don't really get the point of bots on YouTube. I mean, they give someone views, and if they comment, then that just puts them higher on the suggestion. So, you know, realistically, I guess bots kind of help as long as they're not posting, like, inappropriate things. Did I paint that for everyone? I do. Unless bots are illegal on YouTube, in which case, like, if you get caught with a bot and for something, you get sent to the gulag or something. Also, yeah, if you're enjoying this music, it's from a pretty cool video game. It's called A Hat in Time. And it's as the Steam page calls it, a cute as heck game. I don't finish video games that often, but that's one of the ones that I have. It's a 3D platformer, so it's like Super Mario Odyssey, I guess. It does not take as long to beat. I've never played Super Mario Odyssey, but I've seen like videos on it. I just figured I should probably say that out loud so that I don't get copyright striked. I bought the soundtrack. I have no idea if you're allowed to use it as background music on YouTube, but I've pretty much had it in the background of all my other streams, and I haven't gotten copyright striked yet. Well, I don't know. Maybe because I like referenced them in the description of this video. Like I always reference all of my music. And then also I bought this, and I know a lot of other famous YouTubers and non-famous YouTubers use this music, so I don't know if the Gears for Breakfast, which is the company that made the game, like made it open source, or if they don't care, or if they don't have any sort of copyright claim as long as you do something. I don't know. Start collection box. You could try to play solo. Well, you can't really play Warhammer solo, but I mean, if you go to that shop, they definitely will always have games. Probably every Friday night and Saturday night. And they'll definitely get you started and put you in the right direction. Remember, this takes a lot of time to cut them out. I don't know. I see like people on YouTube and they're like making 24 units in 4 hours or something like that. And I'm just like, I can only make one in that amount of time. Like, these guys are crazy. I don't know how they do it. And of course, their painting's way better than mine. Curse artistic people. No, just kidding. You guys are all artistic, so I don't mean that. Someone I don't know. I would say, hey, let's meet up, but I wouldn't say that, so I don't know what to say there. I mean, if you go to the store enough, you'll meet people, and then you'll be friends, and they won't be strangers, so yep, I think I'm done with the gold now. I am just doing one figure today, so I am fully done with gold. I put way too much. Oh, this is painful. I put way too much paint inside my easel. I'm gonna just let it dry out. But it's getting kind of late, so I'll do one figure. Ask one of your friends? Yeah, I mean, that's what one of my friends did. So, not the guy who let me borrow some of his army pieces, but another one. I went camping with him, and he's the one that introduced me to the game. Into the hobby. Yeah, and so my roommate also said that he would get into that, but he's trying to do some other things with money right now, very important things, and so he couldn't do it in the end. But I still had one of my main friends, the guy who convinced me to start playing. I mean, he has an army, and like I said, the friend I played with this past Friday, he has an army. So, I mean, I have other people to play with. Actually, since I have so much gold left, I really don't want to waste it. Is there actually a whole store just for the game? Usually, it's like a board game store, so it has all sorts of board games. Warhammer paper game. Maybe. Yeah, usually it's like they sell a bunch of board games, and then there's always like a section for Warhammer. Warhammer paper game would be definitely be something. However, going back with my previous question, I still have 2 more models that I have to like fully paint. So I still have gold paint left. I really don't want it to dry, but it might be a little, like, you know, you want to see like a completely finished model, like with the with the red and gray. So just what do you guys want to see? Do you want to see like me finish up this one model and then glue it together and make it look cool, or just continue with gold plating the other guys? Oh, there is a store that just sells Warhammer? That's a lot. I mean, I guess that would make sense. Some places, I mean, like at my like game store that I go to, yeah, sure, I'll do the full model. Yeah, so at the game store that I go to, I'm gonna do silver next. It does have, it's half, I mean, like, it's how I described it, half, half board games, half Warhammer. But I only ever see people doing Warhammer or buying Warhammer there, not really board games. So I mean, it does make sense that they would not, that there would just be a Warhammer store by itself. All right, so like I said, next is gonna be silver. So this is gonna be all the bases of the circles. Oh, I have a thick glob of it, so I'm gonna put that right there. Actually, do you guys know like any tips on how to not like destroy your paintbrushes? Because all of my paintbrushes now are pretty much fringed, and it's getting pretty hard to paint smaller details. It just says Warhammer. Well, I mean, if it works, it works. Yeah, I mean, I always knew about it and I heard about it like a long time ago. But I never really wanted to get into it because I knew it was going to take a lot of time and money. And I was just like, I want to be financially responsible and not do anything like that. But then, you know, here at college, I'm just like, dang. I mean, I have a lot of clubs and hobbies that I have already, but I'm just like, I really want to do something creative. And I mean, that's what PCGs were for. But I just wanted to do something a little bit extra. And so my friend finally convinced me. He was just like, dude, you should definitely do it. You like this kind of stuff. Just get into it. I'm just like, all right, you convinced me. I use my fingers to push the brush into a point while it's wet. Yeah, I've tried doing that. It hasn't been working with my brushes. But thanks for the suggestion now. Just wash my brushes every time after using them. Yeah, I tried that too. For the paintbrushes, they sell this thing. Just keep the brushes intact. Push the in your opinion. That's an unusual spot with my other brushes. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's also because I'm using like super cheap Walmart $5 brushes for like an entire set. So that's probably the main problem. Is that these are cheapy cheaps. I went all out on everything else, but on the brushes I was like, nah. Just getting some cheap ones. I don't really think that's a problem. Yeah. Is Warhammer worth it? If you like the lore, and if you want to play the game, or learn to play the game, or like strategy, and I'd say yeah. And I mean, it's a good way. It's a good use of like creativity because you can paint it however you want. You can make your own battle stories that you want. If you want to play the game, then might as well do it early or start getting into it early so that you have maximum time to play it. Unlike me, who has like 2 more years before I won't be able to literally do anything anymore with my life. But bought like $8 set from Blix and it never got ruined. But then again, yeah, I don't know. Maybe yeah, paintbrushes. It's whatever. But I mean, even if you just want some models to paint or just something to be like, oh, I did this. This looks cool. Then yeah, I'd say that it's worth it. So I'm a Lego guy. I literally do a bunch of Lego animations. So originally I loved, and I still love Legos. I have models all over the place. I have a model right behind my computer. It's a boat, right right on my desk in front of me. And so now I've switched from Lego models to miniature models, and so these things look cool. I just like things that look cool. Trying to do like the air thrusters in the back. I don't even know what like most of this armor stuff is on these guys. Mafia ball. Star Wars Legos. Yeah, I got started with Star Wars, and then Lego Castle or Lego Kingdoms. Both of them. I got into that, and so if Lego ever comes back with a minifigure with a Lego Castle theme, I'm gonna buy a lot of those. So like this past couple of years, they come out with like Lego Ideas packages, which are like built by the community. It's like a set built by the community and voted on which one will be actually turned into a real life Lego set. And 2 medieval Lego sets have been built like that, and I have bought both of them immediately, and those are some of my favorite sets ever, which is a Lego medieval blacksmith and a not Black Falcon. Yeah, Black Falcon Castle. So really cool stuff. So I heard that Lego is planning on doing another minifigure Lego Castle set series this year. However, the only problem is that they are making it with the Lego Friends minifigures, so like the super blocky ones, and that's just lame as everything to me. That just sounds horrible and stupid. So if they do that, I'm going to be very sad. If they don't, well, then obviously I'll be happy, but yeah, Lego Kingdom was really cool. Wouldn't this game be pay to win since you can buy the best sets? So there is a point system with this game, in which each of these characters have a certain number of points. So these guys that I'm building, these are like my base units, my lowest point units. However, the guys I showed off at the beginning of the video, which I'm like tossing everything on the ground that I keep putting up. But like these guys, they are like worth 3 of. They're large. You can see they're larger-ish, but they're worth 3 of one of these guys. So they're a little bit tougher, more powerful, but they cost more points. And normally armies are either 5. Like the smallest army is pretty much 500 points. And there's 1,000 points, 1,500 points, and 2,000 points. In most tournaments, you're going to have 2,000 points. So you have to just balance your army with the point system to make it fair. So with my guys, all of my guys cost a lot of points because they're like tanks. Like each one of these figures are tanks in themselves. So like Spartans, like I said earlier. However, other armies, they're like zombies, and they are super weak, super squishy, and they're like, you have to like buy 100 of them in order to get anything done. So, oh yeah, thanks for stopping by, Epic Worlds. Yeah, no, it's cool to have you here. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna do too much more. So, like I said, I'm just gonna finish this one model, so I just have red to do after this. There's usually not too much silver that I have to do, so immediately after this is gonna be red, and then I'll probably have to do another layer of gold at some point for the weapons. What is this? Oh no, it's damaged. Bum, bum, bum. I really wasn't expecting anyone to actually come by the stream. I was just gonna watch YouTube. I just wanted to have it streaming so that if in case anyone wanted to see it, it could, or see what I've been doing. But you guys actually dropped by, which is pretty cool. Yeah, this guy's done. What's that? Yeah, I normally don't get anyone attending my streams, especially since this isn't paper games related. Aw, that's nice for you to say. Ah, I glued on the hand and it's making this whole entire thing a little bit harder. Nothing planned anyways? Well, I guess. Not playing Elden Ring. I don't know if you know about it. It's like the new Dark Souls. Or I guess it's the same company as Dark Souls. I don't know. It looked pretty cool. I might actually get it. I've never really played any Dark Souls games, but it looked cool. However, for the Nintendo Switch, there is a game coming out in like 6 or so days, or I guess next Friday, called Triangle Strategy, and I'm definitely getting that. I just like the art style, the HD 2D style. That was in Octopath Travelers. And also, I mean, strategy games are cool, so. Which is what Triangle Strategy is. I mean, it has it in its name. Alrighty, time for the fun part of the gun, in which literally paint the entire thing silver. Not the entire thing. I'm keeping this super far away. Whoops. Very hard, but apparently Elden Ring's easier in open world, but it's best off. The Souls games feature put together. Yeah, I got a Switch too as well. I don't. So I mean, I have all these like I have video game consoles. I just don't ever play video games. I don't know. I just never. I have time. I just never feel inspired enough to actually play my video games. It's kind of sad, but I don't know. Play Zelda. Yeah, I got Breath of the Wild, and that was actually my first Zelda game. Ooh, I know, crucify me and all that, but it was pretty fun. I actually still haven't beat Ganondorf. I actually find it's more like a meme now, because I've been at the throne room since I got, like, I grinded the game, got a bunch of good stuff, have a lot of stamina and health and everything, and that, I'm right outside the throne room, and I've been there for, like, the past year now, which is pretty much, I got the game, I played it for a month straight, got to the throne room, and as soon as I got there, I was just like, all right, tomorrow I'll beat Ganondorf. And then I didn't, nice. And then I didn't, like, get back on my Switch for a long time. And then I came back and I was just like, all right, I'm going to beat Ganondorf. However, I'm out of practice right now. I need to warm up a bit more. And so then I'd go out, do stuff, come back to the throne room and be like, all right, tomorrow I'm going to beat him. And then, I would never come back and do it. And so, yeah, I still haven't beat the game, even though I've just been there. I'm ready for it. You're not far in the game? Yeah. I mean, technically, you just need to get all and I don't even remember what they're called. It's been a long time since I played it. The beasts, the infernal machines. You just need to activate all of those, which don't really require you to play too much if you know what you're doing. But I understand enjoying the game. See, whenever I play a video game, I enjoy every aspect of it, so I have to talk to every NPC, get every single piece of loot that's possible. And so that's pretty much, I mean, I get burned out of games easily because I do just that. And I know it's not good for me, which is probably why I don't play video games that much anymore, because I always burn out on them. But, I don't know, I just feel the need to actually have to kind of 100% stuff as I'm going through it. I want to get, like, the most out of everything, and it's not beneficial, but I don't know. Though with not being inspired to play it, yeah, I just can't play video games anymore. It's pretty sad. However, For Honor, you take your time playing, yeah. For Honor is the one game that I will play, so it's a fighting game, and I play that on my Xbox. I don't know why, it's just the one game that I will always play and be sad because it's stupid, but I love it. But it's a love-hate relationship with that game. You don't 100%. I mean, I don't run 100%, but whenever I see something, I have to do whatever you can do there. And sometimes it like does nothing, and so I just wasted a lot of time trying to do something, which resulted in nothing. So, like, I don't know like where all the gear is. Whenever I see a temple, though, I have to do it. Like I said, whenever I see an NPC, I have to talk with them. Which is funny because I also have Fire Emblem Three Houses, and I've had that game for like a year now too, and I haven't beat that since I'm still at the beginning of that game, mainly because my friend was just like, you cannot talk to everyone. If you talk to people all the time, you will not finish the game. Well, there's like 100 different things, people you can talk to, and like little mini games you can do in between each mission. And so I did exactly that. I'm talking to everyone and get burned out on the game. Still a fun game. Still haven't completed it, of course, but nowhere near it. Completing it. Ah, jeez. Gonna hurry it up. I mean, there's not too much red to paint, but I've been here a while and I don't want to keep you too much longer if you're trying to see the finished result. Well, gluing is gonna take a little bit, but not too long. Is this done? Pretty much. Sorry, I just pulled that in. I'm just trying to get some finer details. Make some stuff right now. Oh, that's cool. I have a 12-mile ruck on Monday. I'm gonna be so sad. So tired. I'm gonna be joining the boys in Ukraine soon. Fun. Alright. Let me call that for the silver. Nope, still got the helmet. I always forget about the helmet. Alrighty. I think that's it for the silver. You know what? Let's just make this right here. A little bit of extra detail. remember to stay hydrated. Drink some water. Ugh, hate ASMR stuff. Hopefully you didn't have to hear that, but you probably did. Drink some water. Drink water. Froggies love water. What are you working on? Is it like school stuff, or is this for another PCG? Some art? Oof, put in too much red. Whatever. I have a lot of that stuff. A mini tank. Oh, jeez, my video player just completely blocked your comment. There you go. Make a mini tank out of paper. Ooh, and glue. That's cool. It's actually really cool. Should bring back like popsicle stick creations. You like can make anything out of a bunch of popsicle sticks. Jeez. I don't know. I'm thinking about making like, because I told myself, I'm just like, if I get into this Warhammer hobby, I'm gonna want to do literally everything. So I'm gonna want to make terrain and everything. So I feel like I'm gonna probably at some point, maybe not like in the next year, I might do videos on the miniature making stream, just sticking with the theme. Nice. I might like start making terrain videos, like how to do terrain. I don't know. I probably won't because I definitely am not qualified to do this stuff yet. But making my own stuff like that sounds really cool to me. But yeah, so I was going with that was that you can make houses and such out of popsicle sticks. Something like that. Yeah, there's a lot of things on YouTube. So, you know, what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be literally watching these things, stealing ideas from them, and then making my own ideas from that. That's pretty much how literally everything works in the world. Get inspiration from someone else, and then put your own flair on it. Show the world. So, terrain is very cool. I love that sort of. I love making stuff like that. The only thing is that I've only taken one quarter of a year in an art class back in middle school, so I don't really have any art training. All I know is that you only stay in one line, like brush in one line, don't brush up and down and then left to right, and basic color things, color palettes, wheels, whatever. And I didn't learn that from that class, I learned that from other things. for red on this. Yeah. Yeah, and then it just comes with experience, I guess. Just the more you do it, the better you get at it. Little thrusters in the back. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna like keeping these guys red. Ah! My hand slipped. Well, I bought some black paint just to help cover all this stuff up. I'm not gonna put it on today, but after I finish painting all my miniatures, I'm gonna just get my black paint and then just hopefully it's the same color of black, because there's like 20 different shades of everything. But so hopefully I got the same shade. We'll see. Just to smooth everything up again. You said art, just reminded me, there's like a meme reaction. It's from some Disney animation, I think probably like Atlantis. Nah, it's not Atlantis, I don't remember. But it's like some guy who's like holding up their hands and like fingers like this, and he's like, art! Do you want me to turn off the music, or like so you can listen to your own, or change the music because it's on repeat now? Hey, Sketchy Penguin, what's up? As you can see, this is a completely different type of stream than most people in the PCG community slash paper game. I'm painting some miniatures for Warhammer 40k, which is a board game. Not my board game. It's just a regular board game. Alright, cool. Yeah, so it's just been replaying right now. Just wanted to make sure that you're alright with it, or if you want me to like change it up. Oh, I messed up this wing so badly with the gold. Oh, this looks so hard. This looks so bad. And goodbye, Sketchy Penguin. Oh, never mind. You're still here. Huh. YouTube lied to me. Yeah, it is quite a bit of fun. It just takes a lot of time, but yeah, it's pretty fun. Just chill out. It's cool that you guys joined me on stream, so that I could just paint and talk at the same time. It's way better to do that than just like watching a YouTube video. I'd rather talk with someone about this. So thanks for joining the stream. I guess I could use these miniatures in like a paper game of some sort as just like characters that they can represent from off the page. Alright, so I'm currently using two different types of paints. These are like specific miniature types of paints. So my first one is the Army Paints, War Paints. So that's company and greedy gold, so it has like a little bit of a shine. It's like a shimmer. It looks like gold. So fancy. And then the other one, which are more common to most people that use, is Citadel. Uh, they're pretty popular, and all these paints are pretty cheap. Usually, if you go to a game store, like a board game store or Warhammer store, then it's probably going to be maybe $3 ish, a $2 to $3 just for each paint. Which, I mean, I guess that's kind of could be a lot, but it's a high quality paint, and you're not going to be using that much of it, so. Also, if you are getting into it, something like this, and you're getting models, you can always like to be like, hey, or if you're like a student, you can be like, hey, can I get do you have a student discount, or I'm starting a new army or a new something, and you start a discount, and usually most stores will give you some form of discount because I mean, they're hobby people. They want you to join the hobby. So they'll usually always give you a discount if you just ask for one. I should have said that to I should have said that to Epic Worlds, but he was still here because he was doing stuff like that. What am I painting? Alrighty, so I'm currently painting like a shoulder pad to a guy that's gonna look kind of like this. I don't know if this is focused or not. Wait, let me check. Yeah, focused enough. So this is what the end result is pretty much going to look like. I'm just painting the shoulder of him right now. So at the start, everything was black for a lot of these pieces. And I did the gold first and then silver, and now I finalized with the red. And I might do another gold, like gloss over. I'll probably do that after I glue them all together. I'm a weird painter because most people who paint miniatures always glue their miniatures together and then paint them as one unit, but I just can't do that. Like, my hands are too shaky in the first place, and I definitely like paint the wrong things, and then there's small cracks and crevices I can't get my hands through, so I paint them not together. And then glue them together. So one thing I'm going to have to work on is how to paint these weapons cooler, since I only have them painted as one solid color, which is red. And actually, I just need to get like an orange paint, or I do have white, so I can blend white with this red to get like a lighter red and get like a shade coloring going. But it'd be cool to get a different contrast color on these blades to make it look more like there's energy coming out of them. Also, another cool thing about this paint is that it dries super fast. So like I literally just painted the side. I'm not too concerned about flipping it over. I mean, I'm not going to because I don't want to ruin it, but in like a minute I could flip this over and then start painting on the other side, and it'll already be dry. So that's what I'm gonna do. Just gonna wait a minute for that side to be done. Oh, what happened to this guy's hand? Why is it all silver? Ah! Whatever. I'll fix it later. been streaming for a while, so I kind of run out of things to say now. I don't know how long. But ah, dang, the music cut out again. And play. And not the same song. Oh, well. Yeah, you're by, I think you might be by yourself again. Yeah, I'm in college right now, but I'm also doing some other things as well on the side. Well, not on the side, but like other things while in college. That's making it way harder. And it's nothing bad. Don't think it's anything bad. Yeah. Just a normal college kid. Okay, that's actually not true. Not a normal college kid. The drug lord. Oh man, you caught me. I am the drug lord. I do all the drugs. I smoke that joint every day, you know, dog. Let's see. Yeah, shoes. That doesn't look good now. The only thing I don't like about this red, see, it's cool in some places, but not in others, is that this, the red dulls, like, it looks super bright when you put the coat on, but then whenever it dries, it gets super dull, which is cool for, like the skirt thing that these guys have, like the Roman skirt thing, but it's not cool for the weapons, because I want the weapons to like be bright. Oh no, I forgot to do. Ah, dang it. Whatever, I'll come back. Oh, this is actually going to be on the inside, so the people aren't even going to see this part of the knife. Why is the sky blue? Because God loves the infantry. Oh, I messed up that eye so badly. Oh, jeez. Oh, I messed up this eye too. Okay, this guy's face is just messed up. Oh, that is ugly. Oh, I'm not going to show that. I can't show this figure in public now. You would think with the most calming song in this playlist that I would be able to paint better. Yeah. Doesn't matter. He could be like the entire body and everything else could be perfect, but I just screwed up his eyes so badly. It's just nah. Great. The calmest song followed by the most stressful song. Make him headless. Perfect. Oh no. I don't know if you see what I'm doing right now, but I have my hand inside of the plastic cup. It could be his thing, yeah. Allows me to get underneath the helmet. Or the plume. Painting tips 101. Put your hand inside of a cup to move your model around. Who lost his head and still somehow survived? It's now called the headless tank. And his name is Tim. The most deadly of names. Or just Bob. It could be Bob. Bob the headless tank. The custodian. These guys are called Adeptus Custodes. But it's just funny. It's just like custodian. Because they sweep the enemy. Ha ha ha. I don't know why that's why they're called that, or why they're called Adeptus Custodi. I don't know too much about the lore of the game, but there's like books and books and books of it, and it'll take you a lifetime to read it all. And I'm not trying to read it all. I want to have cool looking figures and to be able to play the board game. Cleans up the filth of the field. Yeah. Yeah, they thought he was too dangerous on the field because he would just swing his spear wildly and end up taking out men of his own unit. And so they're just like, you know what? You can still be useful by cleaning up the battlefield. Just do an entire PCG about this guy, Bob the Adeptus Custodian. Where you don't do any fighting. It's just cleaning up. It's just like roll to clean up trash. If you roll a 1, then there's like a trash monster and then you have to fight. But other than that, you roll like a 6 with just like a d6, then you clean up like 10 pieces of trash and your boss gives you a promotion to first class custodian. Alrighty, I'm gonna have to do a second coat on all of these things pretty much, but I think I should just leave this to dry for a couple of minutes and then we'll glue it together and see what he looks like. See, it takes me like 3 hours to just do one of these guys. Well, 2 hours to paint one of them. And it takes like another hour to cut them out and make them and file down the cutting edges things. I am just super slow at this kind of stuff. I'd prefer not to say. Like I have most of my life planned out. But yeah, I'd prefer not to say. I already have a guy that looks like that. Oh yeah, it's the shield captain figure, so his is actually like that. I forgot, yeah. Yeah, I forgot what this guy looks like. There's I think going into something related to the trades. Yeah, no, a lot of my friends, well, not a lot, but I have a few friends that are going to be blacksmiths. I have a few friends that are welders. Okay, not blacksmithing. I meant welding. I have like 2 or 3 that are welders, and one it's going into like construction, but like construction management. So that's pretty cool. So, yeah, no, that's cool. What were you thinking, like more in particular? I must say, welding is fun. I have done welding, like not like job thinking wise, but like just for fun. Yeah, I mean, yep, it's gonna get to us. However, I mean, there's always time for hobbies. Uh, Even when you grow up, like look at Zach. I mean, welding isn't for you. I mean, but if you look at Zach, you know, he has, well, going to have a full-time job soon, but he used to have a full-time job and he was still making videos, so. Automotive? Oh, cool. I don't know anything about cars, so if you're if you're thinking about cars, then shoes. Uh, I'm not the guy to go to for that. I know what my car is, and that's about it. Gotcha. There we go. Yeah, no, definitely they're cool. People who work in trades are cool. Yeah. You get to have fun. You get quite a few friends in the field. Yeah, of course. Yeah, everyone needs one. I live in the South, so I mean, I'd be dying if I didn't have one. If I didn't have an AC repair guy. And you betcha that repairman's getting paid big time. Yeah, everyone needs him. And the summertime, you can just bring up the prices of whatever company you go to, or whatever company you work for. Or you can create your own company even, become an entrepreneur. I got a buddy who's trying to make a trucking business. Currently isn't going well because of stuff, but because of things that are happening here in the US, but you know, he's still trying, still trucking along. Yeah, repairman, yeah. Yeah, when everyone needs when you have a job that everyone needs, you tend to be liked by all. Needed by all and liked by all. Sucks weather is so unpredictable. Well, weather is more unpredictable here. I think. I mean, I know it's colder up where you are, but actually that's not true, because I know I have some family that lives up north, and they were saying that it was like 0 one day and like 50 the next. You know, here it's what, 20 one day and then 70 the next. So it's just weird. Yeah, so he's not actually driving trucks, but he's like the manager. He's like, he has a few trucks under his control, and he's like has like getting or lending them out to like private businesses so that he could like load stuff to places, and he just organizes all that stuff. It's really cool of him to do stuff like that, but yeah, he's had a few setbacks. I'll actually try to refocus the camera because I'm not using the clay cup anymore. So let's see. Wrong way to focus. So another thing that you can, well, that comes with all these these miniatures is a base plate that they can stand on. However, none of my guys have base plates because I want to make custom ones, like with custom terrain on the base plates themselves. So is he looking too far down? Yeah, he's looking too far down a bit. Also, the glue, it's Citadel as well. It's very fast, it's like super glue. I mean, it's super glue pretty much. But apparently it's good for this stuff. I don't know. I just read about that one. I don't know about if it works any better than regular super glue. I have super glue, but I don't want to try to use it and mess something up, so. Aren't these made so you can just snap on the pieces? I feel like it would be a cheaper plastic then. It might not be. More rigid to glue. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, originally I thought they were snap-ons and you could like snap on different weapons because you can equip them with different weapons. So like with each of these guys, they could either be a spear guy or they can be a sword and shield guy. And I always thought it's like you could change them out whenever you wanted to, but no, you have to glue them. Technically, you can put magnets on them and then like magnetize all the different things, and like use magnets to put all the pieces together. But I guess it's I guess it would be better they would stay together more if it was glue. Alright, time for the pauldrons. I was kind of waiting a little bit for the glue to set before I try to get these, because usually I always like put the shoulder pieces on too fast and then just tear the arms off with them. But we'll see if I made that mistake this time. This is just a weird angle to put this thing on. Alright, there's one. just like that, I broke it off. Boom, 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 boom. Did I tell you I like this game? Yeah, I know I did, but... Yeah. Oh, jeez, this shoulder's coming off again. Oh, no. Yeah, I should have waited a little bit more time for the glue to set on the other pieces. But, oh, jeez, I'm just getting impatient, and I'm paying the price. Ah, jeez, this just won't stay on. It's a very bad angle for how I set the spear. Let's try it like that. It's covering up a bit more. And we'll just let gravity keep it on, hopefully. Instead of trying to bend it too far. There we go. Alrighty. Gonna let it sit for another, I don't know, minute or two. And then I'll put it on the cup and we'll have a full reveal. For now you cannot, dang. It's gonna be like, can't see it, or can't look at it. Oh man, I'm tired now. If you look at my area, my part of the room, it's just, there's just so much stuff around, like all sorts of art equipment. I say art, just like craft equipment stuff. It's all on the ground, a bunch of books. I mean, you've pretty much seen what it's gonna look like. But yeah, I guess it's really cooler to see the entire thing at the same time. Oh yeah, I can't even involve that stuff until after I did this. Yeah, the close-up. Alright, well, I'm impatient. Let's put him on the pedestal. And let's position the camera to make it look nice. Alright, first we're gonna do that. And then I'll do that. You can see the entire across my desk. Oh, look at this glamour shot right here. With the bright light. Ah, jeez, this camera stinks. Oh, too bright. Very bright. Too dark. Maybe? Yeah, no light is best. Alright. Alright. Here we go. Yeah, there's just a bunch of just black pieces. Do a slow turnaround. I don't know how this is going to look with the shadows. Shadows. It's called a shadow keeper. Yeah. 1 hour and 57 minutes later, and we have one custody boy, one nice custodian, finally finished painting, or painted. He's got a dagger, a spear, his leg, shield thingies, shoulder pauldrons. Still isn't focused the best it can be. But, yep, that's pretty much going to end the stream now. Oh, man. Yeah, it's pretty late. It's almost midnight, so thanks for coming by, Salmon, as well as everyone else who came. Oh, it says no data. I feel like something just happened. Alright, there we go. It's just OBS is being weird for a second. But yeah, thanks for coming by and just watching this. Pretty cool. Alrighty, so this is going to wrap it up, and this is the flame spot. Oh, wait, trust me, do your work quickly. Have a machine to make 2 small paper tanks. Oh, thanks, man. Again, thanks for dropping by. This is the flame spot, signing out.